Okay, this is video 7, and this part won't take long. We are simply plugging in what we have solved, our midpoint of the perpendicular bisector, or that the perpendicular bisector is going to pass through, and our slope of the perpendicular bisector. Now they've told us that they want us to use the point slope form of the line, so we need to use the formula y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So we're going to plug in our y. Our only y is going to be y minus 5. And then our slope is 2. We solved for that perpendicular bisector slope. And then x minus x1 is going to be x minus 1. So that is the final answer here. Y minus 5 equals 2 times x minus 1. I do want you to remember that you can easily switch that to slope-intercept form, which is why you see that further down on the page. If we just simplify this equation, it is going to turn into the slope-intercept form, because we would say we could distribute this to 2x minus 2, and then we would have y minus 5 still over here. So let's do that. Y minus 5 equals 2x minus 2. Now, if we want to move that 5 to the other side, it's going to become positive, and we're just going to be left with y. And then we're going to have 2x, and we're going to have negative 2 plus 5, which is going to be positive 3. So our slope-intercept form, if they had asked for that, would be y equals 2x plus 3. All right, that's all for that. I know that is a lot of review in one problem. It is so important that you have a handle on that. As you are doing your homework, come back and review this. Go back in your book and review those lessons. Watch the videos if you need to. Use your table of contents to find the lesson that deals with the midpoint formula or the slope formula or the point slope form. Whatever you need to do to be able to solve a problem like this is imperative. Okay, so before we close out, let's go back to page 302. Go back one page and look at example 3. I did not take the time to go through this with you, but I would like for you to go through it on your own. It is really just a practical application of what we were doing at the top of the page, and it will just be a reminder to you of how these parts work together when something is a point on this perpendicular bisector, okay? And in this case, this gentleman is a point on this bisector. So y'all take time to read through that, and then your homework assignment will be on the lesson plans. All right, I hope you have had a wonderful week, a wonderful Thanksgiving. I think that that's all I need to say. Just make sure that you are taking responsibility for your understanding. If you are struggling with understanding on problems like this, you really need to be getting the help that it takes to keep moving forward and to keep these things fresh. That means using your resources. It means getting help outside of class if you need to. Whatever it takes in order to be successful in geometry as we move forward, you really, really have to have a handle on these things. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.